Hey everybody, John Padilla here of JP Total Fitness. I am here in Dolphin Fitness in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, New York. And this is another installment of my how-to series, and I'll be going over the military press, which is a great move for shoulder strength, and also use your triceps as a secondary move, one of the staples of upper body strength. Now, I want to go over a few of the don'ts of what not to do with this exercise that you or you may see other people do. So just pretend I'm holding a bar. One mistake that people will do is that as they push, they hold the bar too far out in front of them, okay? Or they might have it close to the face, and when they push, the bar is still out in front of your face here, okay? Another mistake that people do is that if it's too heavy, they'll tend to push up on their toes as they do it. Your feet should be flat. Another common mistake is that they're not using any core stability, so as they push, the hips come forward and you're compromising your back. So, if that's you, stop what you're doing and let's go over a few basic points that I'm going to share with you today. Okay? So, I've got my bar set up. Always make sure that when you're doing the military, you've got your clips on the bar so that, Lord forbid anything should happen, the weights are not going to slide off. As far as what kind of weight you should do with the military press, it should be about maybe half to 3/4 of what your bench press is. Because since with your bench press you're using 3 muscle groups, your military you're only really using 2. So just keep that in mind. So as I set my military press up, I want you to imagine that throughout the whole movement, your ankles, your hips, and your shoulders, your hands, everything should be in a straight line as you push up. So from here, from hands down to your ankles, your body should be a straight line. You should not be curving out one way, you should not be curving out the other. If anything, you could have a little bit of an arch in your lower back, but just make sure those hips are not popping forward. Your grip should be at least from shoulder width to slightly shoulder width apart. You don't want to go too wide because then you're going to put too much tension on the medial delts and you won't use any of your anterior delts. So, I'm going to grab the bar, and as I lift it up right in front of me, I'm going to bring it right to chin height. I'm always a little nervous about starting right at shoulder height because it could cause shoulder impingement going that far down, and it'll cause a lot of tension in your ligaments down there in the joint. So at least to be safe, at chin height, you'll still get enough range of motion. When you push it up on top, make sure that the hand is right over the shoulder here, so the bar should be over your head. Okay, that way you're also getting some of the rear delt moving as well. So I'm going to get in position here. Now when I pick it up right off the floor, I'm going to do a clean. So I'm going to use my hips. I'm going to use the momentum of my hips to get it right up here. So it's right at my chin, and I want to make sure my elbows are right underneath the bar. So as I push, I'm going to keep my feet flat. Imagine my feet are pushing through the floor. Tilt my chin back a little and push it straight up. Bring it up over the head and control it on the way down. And I'm keeping my core tight. And right up. So just push, bring it back a little over the head and right back down, keeping my elbows under the bar. And down. I didn't talk as much during that one as I did during some of my other videos because I wanted to make sure that I was keeping balance here. So I would recommend that on your first set, you don't push to fatigue. You should go until you have about 1 or 2 reps left in the tank and then rest about 90 to 120 seconds. That's if you're going for strength. If you're going more for muscle building, then 60 to 90 seconds. I hope these points help you. They've been very beneficial to me over the years. So if you'd like, you could reach out to me at my website, jptotalfitness.com, and shoot me an email. You could also look me up on Facebook, JP Total Fitness. We're also on Instagram, JP Total Fitness. I hope it helps. Burn it up.